Hello everyone. To those who are new here, welcome to Wildlife Mystery. And to those who are not new, welcome back. Today in this video, I am going to tell you people about some amazing and weird animals. 10 weird animals many of you probably don't know about or probably never heard of them. After watching this video, you people will be either confused or amazed, or you can be both. Today, you will be forced to think that this planet, Earth, our home, is such an amazing place which is full of amazing and mysterious things. There are so many things we people have not yet discovered. So without further ado, let's start this video. I present to you 10 weird animals you didn't know existed. Number 10. Mantis shrimp. In number 10, we have mantis shrimp. Mantis shrimps are crustaceans with elongated bodies and specialized body structures. They are distantly related to crabs, lobsters, and shrimps. Their front limbs are the most specialized, and some species use them as weapons. In this species, the limbs become calcified, which allows the shrimp to use them as clubs. There are generally two categories of mantis shrimp. One is a smasher and another is a spearers. These categories divide them by what type of predatory claw they use to kill their prey. As the name might suggest, smashers smash the prey, while spearers spear the prey. Smasher mantis shrimps have a club-like appendage with mineral deposits. This makes their claw almost like a hammer, and they use this to smash or whack their prey. Spearers have a pointed claw that they use to stab prey. The speed that this shrimp can strike their prey is simply astounding and amazing. They hold their claws folded up to their bodies, but they unfold and strike with appalling speed. These creatures can hit their prey at speeds of approximately 82.1 km per hour. On top of the force of the actual claw, the prey also has to contend with a second powerful impact. Surprisingly enough, this impact is the bubble produced by the speed of the claw. When they strike, the movement produces vapor-filled bubbles called cavitation bubbles. The popping of these bubbles on impact creates a second shockwave. Humans have not domesticated mantis shrimp in any way. Researchers see some species as interesting enough to keep in aquariums, but in private aquariums, many people see them as pests because they will eat the other animals in the tank and can even break the glass if they strike it with their claws. Number 9. Yeti crab. Yeti crab is also a crustacean discovered in 2005 in the South Pacific Ocean. This decapod, which is approximately 15 cm long, is notable for the quantity of silky blonde setae covering its periopods. Its discoverers dubbed it the Yeti lobster or Yeti crab. But its look is not the only thing amazing about this creature. The hairy arms of this Yeti crab capture all kinds of bacteria that lives and grow on the crab. To encourage growth, Yeti crabs have been seen waving its arms back and forth in shipping vents. The researchers have found out that these creatures are very good farmers too. The bacteria which they catch and grow are a huge part of their diet. Lipid and isotope analysis provide evidence that epibiotic bacteria are the crab's main food source. The hairy pincers contain filamentous bacteria, which the creatures may use to detoxify poisonous minerals from the water emitted by the hydrothermal vents where it lives. This process is known as chemosynthesis. Number 8. Vampire deers. In this number 8 part, I have included not 1, not 2, but 4 deer species. They do not drink blood, but they have fangs, which will make even Dracula grin with envy. These deers are muntjac deer, musk deer, tufted deer, and water deer. Let's talk about muntjac deer first, who are also known as barking deer. This deer is native to South and Southeast Asia. Muntjac deer has a very unique and fascinating appearance, especially their long pairs of canines and antlers. Male muntjac have small antlers that slope backwards on top of their long fur-covered base called pedicle. The males tend to combat for territory using their tusks with other males. Just so you know, muntjacs are very brave little deer who are not afraid to attack anything that threatens them or their younglings. Now let's see our second tusk deer species, musk deer. Just like true deers, musk deers are herbivores. The deers are mostly active at night and they live alone. During mating season, males use their tusks as weapon to compete with other males for mates. As their name suggests, the musk deers have a gland that produces musk. That is the reason why people hunt them, which leads to their decrease in population. Third vampire teeth deer is tufted deer. Got their name from the distinctive tuft of black hair on their forehead. Tufted deers are among the deers with fangs. The males use their tusks or fangs to slash with males during territorial defense. With their cool hairstyle and fangs, they look very cool. The fourth vampire fang deer is water deer. There are 2 species of water deer, Chinese water deer and Korean water deer. Both species of water deer lack antlers, but they are equipped with a pair of prominent tusks, also known as fangs. The male deer uses their long fangs to fight other rival males for females, and that's it. Just like other deer species, these one are herbivores and they feed on plants, especially water plants. Number 7. Axolotl. The axolotl, also known as the Mexican walking fish, is a Newtonic salamander related to the tiger salamander. Although colloquially known as a walking fish, the axolotl is not a fish but an amphibian, and they have a very famous superpower which can be found in many superheroes: regeneration. The feature of the salamander that attracts the most attention is its healing ability. The axolotl does not heal by scarring and is capable of the regeneration the entire lost appendages in a period of months, and in certain cases more vital structures such as tail, limb, central nervous system, and tissues of the heart and eye. Some have indeed been found restoring the less vital parts of their brains. They can also readily accept transplants from other individuals, including eyes and parts of the brain, restoring these alien organs to full functionality. In some cases, Exaltus have been known to repair a damaged limb, as well as regenerating an additional one sometimes, ending up with an extra appendage. In metamorphosed individuals, however, the ability to regenerate is greatly diminished. Metamorphosis is a biological process by which an animal physically develops after birth or hatching, involving a conspicuous and relatively abrupt change in the animal's body structure through cell growth and differentiation. Number 6. Flying snake. The image of airborne snakes may seem like the stuff of nightmares or horror movies, but in the jungles of South and Southeast Asia, it is reality. Scientists don't know how often or exactly why flying snakes fly, but it's likely they use their aerobatics to escape predators or to hunt prey without descending to forest floor. Flying snake is a misnomer since, barring a strong updraft, these animals can't actually gain altitude. They are glider. They glide using the speed of free fall and contortion of their bodies to catch the air and generate lift. To prepare for takeoff, a flying snake will slither to the end of a branch and dangle in a J shape. It propels itself from the branch with the lower half of its body, forms quickly into an S, and flattens to about twice its normal width, giving its normally round body a concave C shape which can trap air. By undulating back and forth, the snake can actually make turns. Flying snakes are technically better gliders than their more popular mammalian equivalents, the flying squirrels. Number 5. Dementor wasp. Ampulex dementor is a species of cockroach wasp native in Thailand, described in 2014 by Michael Ohl of the Museum für Naturkunde in Berlin, Germany. The wasp has an unusual behavior towards cockroaches. As it stings its prey, it releases a toxin into the victim's neural nodes. This toxin blocks the cockroach's octapamine receptors, leaving the cockroaches alive but docile and with impaired mobility. By prodding with its antenna, the predator then escorts its victim into the wasp's nest, where it will do its things with the prey. While the muscle functions of the prey are operational, the cockroach will run into the wasp's nest as if it was directed to do so. This allows for an easier capture. There is no explanation at this point as to what causes the cockroach to run into a nest as if responding to a call or notion. The science world and researchers who spent time examining the actions of the pacified and poisoned cockroaches call the cockroach as passive zombies. Once the wasp venom reaches its goal and begins to take effect, dementor wasps will lay eggs on the cockroaches to act as incubators. After a few days, the eggs will hatch and the larvae will feed on the cockroach until they are old enough to leave the nest. They instinctively feed on non-vital organs first to keep the cockroach alive for longer, seemingly to keep their host and food as fresh as possible. Dementor wasps were only recently discovered in 2007 in Thailand and are quite rare, so not much is known about them. After its discovery, researchers decided to give the public a say in naming of the new species in the National History Museum in Berlin. Museum goers felt the wasp's terrifying hunting method was akin to the soul-sucking dementor creatures in J.K. Rowling's novels. Number 4. Maned wolf. The maned wolf is the largest canid of South America. It looks more like a long-legged fox than a wolf. Genetic studies show that it is neither fox nor true wolf, but a distinct species. It is the only member of its genus Chrysocyan. Having evolved to live in high grass savannas, maned wolves have a thick red coat, long black legs, and tall, erect ears. Their urine has a powerful aroma, reminding many humans of the way skunks smell. Maned wolves mark their territory with powerful smelling urine and feces on hillocks and termite mounds along their borders. They do not howl, but instead emit loud barks or roar barks to let their mate know where they are and to warn other wolves to stay away. Number 3. Platypus. Found only in Australia, the platypus is among nature's most unlikely animals. In fact, the first scientists to examine a specimen believed they were the victims of a hoax. The animal is best described as a hodgepodge of more familiar species: the duck, beaver, and otter. Males are also venomous. They have sharp stingers on the heels of their rear feet and can use them to deliver a strong toxic blow to any foe. Platypus reproduction is nearly as unique as its other features. It is one of the only 2 mammals that lay eggs. The other mammal is Echidna. Number 2. A parasitic tongue. The Gulf of California. Here we find one of the most grotesque and unique parasitic relationships ever recorded, which features the rose snapper fish and a marine isopod crustacean called Simothua exigua, which is related to woodlice. When one of these ectoparasitic crustaceans encounters a rose snapper, it enters the fish's mouth and steadily devours its tongue. Once it has done this, the parasite uses hooks on its underside to attach itself to the floor of the fish's mouth and after that serves as a replacement tongue. I was very confused and shocked at this new creature. Number 1. Giant Pacific Octopus. Mythology and superstition have portrayed octopuses as alien beings or evil creatures dwelling in the terrifying dark depths of oceans and seas. Little wonder considering they are a bit unusual. The giant Pacific octopus grows bigger and lives longer than any other octopus species. The size record is held by a specimen that was 9.144 meters across and weighed more than 272.155 kg. Averages are more like 4.877 meters and 49.895 kg. Like the other members of the octopus family, this giant Pacific octopus have ninja power of camouflage. They use special pigment cells on their skin to change colors and textures and can blend in with even the most intricately patterned corals, plants, and rocks. They are highly intelligent creatures. Giant Pacific octopuses have learned to open jars, mimic other octopuses, and solve mazes in lab tests. But the thing, or in this case, things that made it number one in our list are so fascinating that they will force us to think that they are really aliens from another whole different dimension. This giant octopus has 3 hearts, 9 brains, and blue blood, making reality stranger than fiction. A central brain controls the nervous system. In addition, there is a small brain in each of their 8 arms, a cluster of nerve cells that biologists say allow arms to work independently of each other, yet together towards the same goal. Their 2 hearts pump blood to the gills. A larger heart circulates blood to the rest of the body. The blood of the giant Pacific octopus has a copper-rich protein called hemocyanin that improves its ability to transport oxygen in cold ocean environment. Octopuses have glands that produce a toxic ink which is then stored in large sacs. When the animal is alarmed, it squirts the ink in a powerful jet in one direction that simultaneously propels the animal in the opposite direction, effectively clouding the water to confuse a potential threat while fleeing to safety. The one characteristic of this amazing creature that is my favorite and make me a bit sad is the ultimate sacrifice of giant Pacific octopus mothers. They sacrifice their lives after laying their eggs in deep water dens. They live with their eggs for up to 7 months without eating, ensuring that streams of oxygen and nutrient-rich water waft over them. The mothers usually die after their broods hatch. So this was it. 10 very amazing animals who are very unique. I'm not saying that they are the 10 most amazing animals because there are so many amazing animals about whom I'm not aware. There are so many species that are yet to be discovered and we are unaware of them. If you have liked the video, then press the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you can get the latest video notifications of this channel. If you like, then you can press the like button too. I will meet you amazing people in my next video. So until then, stay safe and clean, and please wear masks. Best of luck everyone.